Do you remember the first custom WAD for Doom you ever played in your life? I do. Hello again, folks. Here's something that I've wanted to do for quite some time, though I always forgot or didn't have the time or whatever, is to make a nice proper playthrough of the very first custom Doom WAD I ever played in my life, the way I did it back then with vanilla Doom, which is what I usually use on my channel anyway. But how did custom WADs get to us back in the day? Well, as you can imagine, it wasn't easy. There was no internet at the time, so you basically had to find this friend of a friend of a friend who could download them from somewhere and then give them to some of their friends on floppy disks, because everything was done with floppy disks back in those days, and then these people would give it to somebody else, and if you're lucky, the wads would eventually find their way to you, again on a floppy disk. And as you can imagine, this was a pretty slow method of spreading the files, but well, it was the only option. And of course, you couldn't get too many files at a time, since the typical floppy disk's capacity was 1.44 megabytes, so you could fit a few, but not too many. And that's why my old collection of WAT files from the 90s is not very big. Well, not very small, but not big either, and the quality isn't very consistent. There's some pretty weird or even bugged, broken things among them. And all of them came on floppies, often zipped to reduce their size. Yeah, the nostalgia. Anyway, what is the WAD that we're going to play today? Oh wait, first we'll have to launch the Wadinator, the amazing tool that Spectre, another Doom YouTuber, allowed me to use. Just give me a sec. Ah, there it is. That's some of the best custom WAD playing software out there. It's very nice and very useful. Okay, what WAD file do we have? Ah, yes, it's actually something I have featured on my channel previously. I used it to demonstrate some peculiar bugs and glitches in the vanilla Doom engine, apocalypse.wad, or the Apocalypse Project as its full name is, a WAD file by Daniel Hornbaker. The file is dated July 11th, 1994. Yes, it's a 94 WAD, but it's not a bad one. Actually, it's kind of decent for a 94 WAD. Just because it's from that year doesn't automatically mean it's a bad one, believe me. Editor mostly done with DU, an editor I've never actually used or seen, but it was used for many of those old WADs from this era. And it's mostly intended for Doom version 1.2, where it can run with later versions, but at one level you will get in trouble. More specifically, the game will crash due to some bugs in the map. Thankfully, these bugs are a bit more harmless in the older version of Doom, so if you play this file in vanilla, you should stick with 1.2. Of course, source ports fix all these problems and you can play without any issues, but as I said, I want to recreate the original experience. And besides, I normally use vanilla on this channel. It's a deliberate choice. Something to make it more distinguishable. Okay, what can we say about the story of this one? Yes, there is a story. Here's a shortened version of it. Basically, you're sent to Io, one of the moons of Jupiter, to investigate a base that has gone dark. And as you approach with your shuttlecraft, you're shot down. You wake up in a prison cell, and suddenly it's a fight for survival. You have to escape from the prison and, well, find out what's going on. And there is an unfolding story as you play the levels. There is a pretty good amount of visual storytelling, which is kind of impressive for a 94 WAD. Oh, you'll see as we play along the maps. And since we'll be using Vanilla Doom 1.2, just a few words about this version's peculiarities. Since it's a very old version of Doom, it's from the first half of 1994, it has a few things that may seem pretty weird to a contemporary Doomer, like for example health being capped at 199%, or armor being uncapped altogether. So yeah, if you have 200% armor, you can make it go above by picking up armor bonuses. Theoretically, it can go to thousands, tens of thousands, until at some point it makes the game crash. There are some videos on YouTube about this. If you're curious, you can probably look them up. Also, Lost Souls counts towards the kill ratio, so if we want to get 100% kills on a map, we'll have to hunt down and exterminate every lost soul. Yeah, it's kind of nice that this is no longer the case nowadays. It was changed in September 94 when version 1.666 came out. And the change was, of course, made due to Doom 2 and Pain Elementals. Oh, and of course the randomized sound pitches. It's one of those weird little things about old versions. Most of the times you won't notice it, but sometimes you will, and it will feel weird. Okay, I think that's all the info we need, so I guess I should click the play button now. Spectre, is this how the Wadinator works? Well, I hope something doesn't go wrong. Here it goes. And so, welcome back to 1994. And here we are. We start in a prison cell, where they imprisoned us without taking away our weapons. How smart. No door either, just this barrel. Which makes sense in the Doom universe since you can't push them. Not so much in real life. Okay, let's blow this carefully. Ooh, I awakened something. And here you see some very carelessly placed barrels. Ouch! That wasn't very nice. Okay, let's save that shotgun ammo. Ooh! I thought this guy was dead. There are some more prison cells, again closed with barrels. Good. Okay, perhaps I need the shotgun here. There's a whole bunch of nasty people here. My jailers. But on the other hand, shells are a bit limited, so... Ow, let's be careful. I think there were some guys hiding here. Uh-huh! Not very subtle of you. Oh, that's the meat room. Okay, in this direction we have a yellow door, and in this should be the exit from this prison. Watch out for this guy here. Come on. And if you've watched my other videos, you may remember this particular jail cell. That's where I demonstrated the Medusa effect bug. Though of course to trigger the bug you have to be inside the cell and look in this direction. We're safe on this side. Okay, a bunch of shotgunners in here, so let's be careful. Come on. Ow! They always do that. Uh-huh, another one. Come on. Hard to see him in this gloom. Okay, just this imp. Oh, several imps now. Okay. Okay. Now, this platform with the green armor it starts rising and can crush you against the ceiling, so don't stand on top of it. Yes, I've died to this. Okay, let's make a JIC. For those who haven't watched me before, JIC means just in case. It's a just in case save. Because with these old wads you never know. I'm just trying to save some shells, that's why I'm pistoling these guys. Okay, maybe that's not such a good idea after all. I don't trust this room. Oh, okay, everybody left. Good. This should bring us to the main room, or whatever it is. Ow. Yeah, I'm out of practice, you can probably tell. Oh, look, Tutti Frutti glitch on the stairs. Okay, should I go here first? There will be some pinkies around here. As long as they don't get me, I should be okay. Come on. Come on. Ah, okay. How do we get out? It's a simple fake wall. Not exactly a very sophisticated trick, but hey, it's 94. Any secrets here? I don't think so. Still an angular room. Ooh, how impressive. Oh, excuse me just a sec. Needed to check something. Ah, okay, we're fine. I thought I had messed up a setting somewhere, but it's okay. Okay, let's go through the big doors. This should take us outside, actually. Oh, lots of hit scanners. Hey, that's not very polite. Oh, seriously? See, that's precisely why we need JIC saves. Blow the barrels from a safe distance. What? No health? Ugh. Damn, I don't remember the SWAT being so tough at the beginning. Maybe I'm just out of practice. Ah, thank you. And thank you for this as well. So this... Oh, that's a bit of visual storytelling. That's the ship that I arrived in. But it was shot down and... yeah, that's where it's resting right now. It even has a leak. Wow, that's some pretty nice detail. Well done, Mr. Hornbaker. Okay, anything else here? No? Okay then. We can now move towards... where was the yellow door? Ah, I remember. Near the start of the level. We don't have the blue key yet, so... yeah. JIC. Suspiciously quiet. Ah, that's the real one. Very quiet. Oh, we're actually behind the blue door now. Curious choice. And here is a somewhat obvious secret. Oh, I needed this. Thank you. And this should be the final room of the level, but... of course we get a mini boss fight. Here's the blue key. I'm gonna use it to go back to the bigger room. It should be easier to fight the big boy in there. Yeah, I guess this Baron is the warden of this prison. And all I have is a shotgun, so we're going to be shotgun fighting a baron. Yay! Which isn't all that difficult, it's just a bit tedious and time consuming. Even a chain gun would have made it a bit easier. Ah, there he goes. Are all of them dead? I think so. Ooh, he even has a throne. Again, some nice detail for 94 map. Pretty decent. Keep in mind, people back then were using considerably worse editors and didn't have the kind of experience we have nowadays, so it is kind of impressive. Even if by today's standards it's quite simplistic and primitive. So yeah, that was the first level, the prison area. And here's the exit behind the throne. Ooh, one last imp. Well thought. Well done! So yeah, for an introductory level, there were a few rough patches here and there, but I survived. Well, after all, I've been playing this for many years, so I still remember many places and situations, so I shouldn't be surprised too much. Well, maybe in the later levels, because my memory of them is a bit more hazy. But all things considered, it shouldn't be very tough going forward. Well, that was it for today. Next time we'll be going to whatever E1M1 has in store for us. Well, see you then, folks.